The Journal of Research in Personality found that people with a strong sense of purpose feel less lonely and more connected. I've had moments where business wasn't going as I had planned, and I found myself questioning not just the work, but my worth. Hi wonderful, beautiful people. My name is Tlholo Mabelane and welcome to my channel where we come together as ambitious adults and entrepreneurs and learn how to balance real life and our pursuits so that we can journey well. You know, there's something about that first time where you hear someone say, one day you're going to be somebody or you're going to be somebody great, you know, and whether it's said to you or it's said to someone else, you hear it and something in you shifts. Without even realizing it, you quietly conclude, I guess I'm not somebody yet. And just like that, the search for significance begins. I've been there. I've lived that chase. And as an entrepreneur, I felt it so deeply. You take risks, you pursue purpose, you build something significant from scratch, with your heart wide open. And then, when it doesn't work out, when things unravel, it's not just disappointing, it's disorientating. I've had moments where business wasn't going as I had planned, and I found myself questioning not just the work, but my worth. I thought, if this fails, what does it say about me? And maybe for you, it's not business. Maybe it's your marriage. Maybe it's your children. Maybe it's some other dream, relationships, whatever it is. All the things you care about deeply. And when they don't go as planned, you begin to wonder, is my life even significant? There's something I've learned, both personally and from research. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Research in Personality found that people with a strong sense of purpose feel less lonely and more connected. So purpose connects us, purpose anchors us. And on the flip side, according to the National Academies of Sciences, social isolation increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, and even dementia. Let that sink in. Loneliness doesn't just hurt emotionally, it's a health risk. So what does this mean? It means that this chase we're on, this hunt to be somebody, might be pushing us further away from the very thing we were made for, connection. We live in a world that tells us, to outshine others, to be the first, to be the best, to be the only one in the room who's XYZ. But here's the trap. You will always find somebody doing it better. And so you'll never feel enough. Or you'll be prideful if you're doing better than others around you. Never feeling fully successful. And here's what we forget. There is nothing we use that's not touched by someone else's hands. You know what I mean? The clothes we wear, the cars we drive, even the food we eat. We are interconnected by design, and we were never meant to pursue success solo, alone. I recently did a 21-day mental detox, and I was shocked to discover how anxious I actually was. I was in a rush, terrified that I might miss my purpose. And then I had this thought. Would my creator, the one who formed me with love and intention, make the most important part of my life being to live in my purpose, be the hardest to access? That didn't make sense. And in that moment, I realized I was overcomplicating purpose, overcomplicating significance. I had to stop, I had to breathe, and remember, I am in purpose. Right now, I am who God made me to be. And He's not hiding the path. He walks it with me. Significance doesn't always look like a spotlight. Sometimes it looks like showing up quietly raising a child, caring for a neighbor, or bringing a smile to a stranger. So now what? Now we rethink how we look at ourselves. We rethink how we are carrying work, pursuit, and dreams, and how we sometimes give it too much power and allow it to define our identities and allow it to define our significance. My challenge to you is for you to sit back, take time to assess how you are in pursuit, what you are pursuing. Are you pursuing love and that connection in life? Or are you searching for the very significance that you are carrying? And some practical ways for us to move forward. I think the first one would be reflect. I had to reflect, and I had to be honest with myself and recognize that, I had given work, career, and pursuit too much power. That what I was doing was beginning to define my identity. Like I said, if work didn't work out, then I allowed that to be a thing that would question my identity. So reflect. Be honest with yourself. Jot it down if you have to. Figure out, where are you getting your affirmation from? Are you leaning on God to define you, or are you leaning on your work to define you? And the question for me that was a tipping point was one that we sometimes don't like to ask, especially when we you're full of faith as an entrepreneur and you're like, it's gonna happen, it's gonna work. The question that we often don't ask ourselves is, what if it doesn't work out? And how you feel and answer this question is very revealing. And it was revealing for me because it helped me understand that I was putting and giving this thing too much power. It was starting to define my identity. And so as an entrepreneur, as an adult in pursuit and with ambition, ask yourself, what if this thing doesn't work out? And think about the implications of that. Often you'll find that you'll still be alive at the end of the day. You'll find that you can still rebuild a new thing. But you need to go there so that you release the power that your ambitions have over you. The second thing, that was like a 1 and 2 in 1, So you reflect and you ask yourself this question as you're reflecting, what if it doesn't work out? And check yourself. And the second one will be find connectivity. It's easier said than done in, this busy 21st century life. But let it be a pursuit. Let it be intentional. Invite people over. You do the inviting. Follow up on somebody who said they were going to connect with you. Life is busy. And sometimes people forget. Join a small group. We have small groups, for example, at our church. Join a small group. It's a regular rhythm of being in some sort of community. And that's important. So I'm going to leave you with those 2 things. But all in all, I'm just asking us as ambitious adults who are adulting to pause and ask ourselves, am I doing this so that I can find significance? And am I forgetting that I'm already significant and loved? And therefore, how should I then run my race so that I don't burn out, so that I'm still there at the end of this chapter?